Alright, Shalom. Shalom Israel. First and foremost, I want to give our praises unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Rakar Kadash. Double honor to the apostles and others of the great millstone. Shalom to you, brothers, pushing his truth and sincerity all over the earth. Another shalom to you all for elect. And let's get right into it. Now this, I seen when I was scrolling from not scrolling. I was on YouTube and I seen an ad. You know, YouTube have sometimes like there's ads like under the video where it shows you these things, and there was a whole bunch of books that was on there. And I seen a couple of different ones. And this is one that I seen that caught my eye right here. It says From Niggas to Gods. But I don't know what it's about at all. I just seen it, that it was an ad, and I looked it up to see if it's actually an actual book, and it is. And the name of the video is going to be From Ninjas. So obviously you can't put, that in the title. It's going to be From Ninjas to Gods. Because that's what we're coming into. That's the whole point. Because we're not about to be the same exact people that we were in the upcoming future. And as in, what I mean by that is the way that we grew up in society and how we was taught right from wrong and all these things in this place, that's going to change because we've been growing up in a nigga mind state. That you've been black, that you've been that, you've been niggas, you've been coons, spics, and not niggas just saying concerning just the Jake, the southern tribes. I'm talking about the whole Israel, the whole nation. So, not just talking about the Southern Kingdom, talking about the Northern Kingdom as well. Because we've all been taught and grown up as pretty much raised by the ultimate nigga, which is Esau. And we've been raised and taught as grown up that pretty much niggas. And that nigga mentality. That take somebody's woman, that gang bang. All this stuff that Jake does, they learned from Esau, man. They learned from Esau. They the ultimate nigga, man. But they portrayed you as being the niggas, and they portrayed themselves as being the people that started everything, that did this, that had all the answers, that run the world, that they're clean, pure, nice, friendly. And you, they're the niggas. You are the niggas to them. But that's the only thing that's been taught on us, because obviously E does not want us to know who we are. And that just goes back to the scripture in Psalms talking about they are confederate against thee. They have that scripture in Psalms. It says, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the day of Israel be no more in remembrance. And that's exactly what they're trying to do. But it's too late now, because prophecy of us waking up in the last days is happening. The waking of Israel is happening. People are starting to come back to who they are, because it was prophesied that it was going to happen that way. It says, in the land where they say, you're not my people, there you should be called the sons of the living God. Paraphrasing. Because that's what's going to happen. And then once we're out of this place where we came from, niggas, and then we're going to become gods. So that's what's going to happen, because we're going to be gods on earth in these new bodies that we get. Starting off with the elect, and then the rest of the Israelites when the kingdom comes back. When they bring them back in the kingdom. And I don't know who wrote the book. I don't know what this thing is about. Buy it, kill. See, sometimes the truth hurts, but it's all good in the end. And it does. The truth does hurt. That's why you have people that can't stomach the truth. That's why you have people fall out the truth. That's why you have people do these and these things, and that's just in the day-to-day life. When people can't see reality for what it is, because the truth actually hurts. People can't stomach this stuff. It goes back to me saying what I said last week about people being comfortable. People want to be comfortable, and as long as you lying to them, and they don't want to face reality, they want to face the truth. They're comfortable in the lies, because they don't want to wake up to what's really going on, the reality of the situation. And so, but this, like I said, it caught my eye, because we are going to become. We did from niggas, and we're going to become gods. That's what's going to happen. It's going to be whole role reversal. All the other nations going to be at the bottom, and we're going to be at the top. And they're going to wonder, how did these people, these black, so-called black people, we call them, they call it just black people, niggas and stuff like that. How did these people get on high like that? How are these people the sons of the Most High? How are these people the ones that the Most High is dealing with? Because we're the Lord's people, man. So that's why we're in this low state, because of the Lord, because of what we did. And the Most High punished us, and now he's going to take us out of that punishment, which is the curses. Put us under the curses since we didn't listen. We broke the contract. And now we're going to be lifted up out of this low state that we're in. Pan-sagging, violent towards each other. Cigarettes, gangbanging, all this other stuff that Jake does. And what's going to happen? It's going to change. It's going to be role reverse. The Most High is going to, we have seen the bottom. Because they understand that back in the day, Israel was on top. How it was supposed to be. Israel, we were on top. And then we got brought down low, and we're going to go back high. But this new high, they're going to be something we've never experienced before. We're going to go to ultimate high, man, with these new bodies, being under the Savior Yahushua, being able to have slaves and heathen women in the kingdom, and be able to understand the knowledge and how the earth was created, all these things that we desire to seek now, but that we don't have the answers to now, because it is locked away from us to understand these things. But in the kingdom, we're going to unlock all those things. We're going to understand. We're going to understand how it went and how it goes. All right. Let's get to the scriptures. Let's get this one first. In Revelation 22, let me show how it's going to become. It's going to start off with this. The curse is being taken off us when the Savior comes back. Revelation 22. Let's get straight to the point in verse 3. And there shall be no more curse, but the throne of the Most High and of the Lamb shall be in it, and his servants shall serve him. And they shall see his face, and his name shall be in their forehead. People say, well, the name doesn't matter. The name doesn't matter. So what is the name that's going to be sealed in their foreheads, man? The name matters. And then they say names, and call them whatever you want to. No, name. What is his name and his son's name, if thou canst tell? And there shall be no night there, and they need no candle, neither light of the sun, for the Lord, the Most High, giveth them light, and they shall reign forever and ever. And that's what's going to happen. The Lord, Yahushua, is going to reign on the planet Earth forever and ever. And rightfully so, since it's his kingdom, we're joint heirs with Yahushua, so it's going to be our kingdom. So we're going to reign on the earth forever and ever. The kingdom of Israel, once it's established on earth, is never going to be diminished. It's never going to fall out of power. It's not going to keep Israel goes in power, then loses power, then somebody else rises up, and this and that. No, man. This is the end all be all right here. That's why, hey, this is the end all be all. So, hey, this is coming up to the end of the movie, to the part where it lives heavily ever after. That's going to be us. And the other nations, it's going to be in slavery for 8,000 years, and Esau's going to be done away with, and they're going to be set back to their allotted lands, and they're going to have to follow the rules and the laws and the scriptures. And that's how it's going to be. So that's one of the steps on how we're going to become from niggas to gods, because the curses have to be lifted off us, because in the current state that we're in right now, we wouldn't be able to inherit the kingdom. Imagine having the kingdom of the Most High, kingdom of Yahushua, and then you got Israel walking around like this, pan-sagging. You're not from this side of the hood, so we got to shoot at you. You got a nice looking woman. Let me try to talk to her when you walk away. Let me send her a DM. Let me hit her up. Then you got the women being with all different types of men and doing all these things, and then going to flirt with another man while she has a man and stuff like that. The whole earth is out of course, man. We can't have the kingdom on this earth right now and the mind state of the people. That's exactly why we're going to have, and we need new bodies. Okay, we can uphold all the laws righteously, and that's what's going to happen. We're going to get new bodies, and the law is going to be on our inward part, and we're going to be perfect. We're going to be ready for the kingdom. starting off with the elect, because Israel as a whole is not going to make it. The whole Israel is not going to make it. And let's find out, because this is what happened. Baruch 4. Started 4. O Israel, happy are we, for things that are pleasing to the Most High are made known unto us. Be of good cheer, my people. The memorial of Israel. Ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved the Most High to wrath, ye were delivered unto the enemies. So we broke the contract pretty much, made the Most High mad, and that's why we were delivered unto the nations. Not for our destruction, not for us to be destroyed, because we provoked the Most High, because we didn't follow what we had. I just keep saying the contract, because that's pretty much what it is. When you get into the word, the covenant, it's pretty much a contract. We broke the covenant with the Most High. We started going after idols, started doing these things to other nations, started wanting to seek the other gods, the idols and stuff, and that's what happened. Same exact thing that you see Israel doing today, same thing that was going on back then. Chasing after heathen customs and doing heathen things, chasing after idols, instead of leaning unto the Most High. You were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved the Most High to wrath, ye were delivered unto the enemies. For ye provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils, and not to the Most High. Ye have forgotten the everlasting God that brought you up, and ye have grieved Jerusalem that nursed you. For when she saw the wrath of the Most High coming upon you, she said, Hearken, O ye that dwell about Zion, the Most High hath brought up upon me great mourning. For I saw the captivity of my sons and daughters, which the everlasting brought upon them. With joy did I nourish them, but sent them away with weeping and mourning. And all that stuff was, it was written that it was going to happen like that, man. So now we have seen the lowest of the low. We have been in the bottom. We have been the laughing stock. And now that's all going to change, man. Because now the nations, when we're in power, the nations are going to know that, hey, yo, these are the Most High people. These are the ones that he loves. The only nation that he loves. And we're going to be back in power. But we're not going to get in power of our own. We need that. We need Yahweh Shai to come give us that power, man, because this place has to be taken out. And Esau has to be taken out power, which is going to happen. But we're not going to do it on our own. Hey, we need divine intervention, man. Because we don't have a military, we don't have these things to overturn Esau. Esau blessing is what? The sword. So there's nowhere we're going to overturn this country by all banding together, getting weapons, and try to overthrow the government. And now we rule, man. Esau can press a button and blow up cities, states, all types of stuff, man. So we don't have that power. That's why we're waiting on Yahweh Shai. And this is another thing right here. While the curse is being lifted us, let's go to the curse where we're going to be the proverb in the Bible right here. Deuteronomy 28 and 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb and a byword among all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee. And that's what we are. Niggas, black, colored, spics, coons, Mexican, Puerto Rican, things like that. And we are called proverbs and bywords, and that's the part of the curses. And since we've been labeled as this, that's what we go off of, and that's how we grew up, and that's how we act. You've been taught that you was black this whole time, that you're a nigga. And so what you're gonna do, you're gonna act like it. So that's why they show you on the TVs, through the movies, through cartoons, through music, especially through the music, to act like animals, to act like you're black. And that's what these people do. And that's exactly what these people do. So we're not going to be in this mind state when the kingdom's here. We're not going to be acting like this when the kingdom's established, man. Because it's not going to be in your mind to act like a wild animal, man. To act like a monkey. It's not going to be in you to do that. Sinning is not even going to be on your mind. Because we're going to be righteous. We're going to be a righteous people again, man. Where the brotherly love is going to be there. Where we can trust one another 100,000,000%. You want to go out somewhere, a wife, you leave your 10 kids over a brother's house. And then they're going to enjoy, the kids are going to be kids, man. They're going to enjoy themselves. Play. Don't have to worry about nothing happening to them. Nothing happening to them. Animals are going to be under dominion of us. Everything is going to go back to how it was, man. You don't have to worry about a snake trying to bite your kid. Because, look, more than likely in the kingdom, this is obviously is not written anywhere. But if we're gonna be like having dominion over the animals again, like it has in Genesis, how it was written supposed to, maybe we're probably gonna be able to communicate with them, man. Best believe we're gonna be able to go in the ocean, swim with dolphins and big sharks, and they're gonna be scared of you. You're probably gonna be able to talk to the animals in the kingdom, man. To understand them. Oh, you do this and do that. Because animals not gonna be eating each other. Animals are gonna be eating how it's supposed to be, the grass and like what fruits, vegetables, and stuff that the animals eat. Because that's in the scriptures that they're gonna eat straw. The what is it? I think it says like the ox and the sheep are gonna eat straw together, something along those lines, and Isaiah, I believe. So that's how it's gonna be. So you don't have to worry about your kids doing anything, getting bit or getting attacked by a bear or whatever. You're gonna have bears as pets, tigers as pets, lions. Might have them walking around the house. A lion just walking around the house, just sitting there. And the heathen's not gonna have that power. The heathen's gonna be scared. But the animal's gonna be on our dominion. So all this stuff is gonna change. For we're going to go from niggas to guys, and that's 100% right. And they wrote that book. Whoever read the book or wherever it's published, obviously it was let you know, hey, subliminal messaging, man. That's what E is about, telling you the truth right in front of you. All right, so I have like 2 more scriptures, but I ain't gonna get into them. The point is made, man. The point is made, and you see how that is gonna happen. All right, so I want to give all praises unto Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Kakadash, double honor to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Hope the lesson was edifying, and to say, you see, we're gonna go from niggas to gods, and that's what it's gonna be, man. Because we're gonna get new bodies, and the new bodies, it's not gonna be like these bodies. Your mind is not going to be the same mind that you think, the way that you think now. Your body is going to be perfect. No blemishes, no spots. You're not going to need no glasses, contacts, rotten teeth, yellow teeth, nothing, man. Your body is going to be perfect. Everything about it is going to be perfect. From your head all the way down to your toes, man. All right. So that's it. See you guys in another lesson, Lord willing. Shalom.